Welcome, Cancer, to your January 2025 reading. Happy New Year, Cancer. We've actually reached the beginning of another year and that fresh new beginning for all of us. Now, I'm going to get straight into things here to try and save as much time as possible. Now, you are starting out with the energy of the King of Swords. And what's interesting is you've got two kings in your reading. Now, kings are very powerful energies. I mean, they are the rulers. So I feel you are ruling your head, you are ruling your heart. There are kind of some real amazing decisions that you are making here over the next few weeks, if not months. I mean, my readings are timeless anyway. But it's interesting, the King of Swords is an air sign. So I would normally read this as a Gemini, but this can be any air sign. So Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarian. And the King of Cups, I would normally read this as a Cancer. So you are showing up in your own reading. And this has been happening for so many signs. So I feel like this is very much a collective kind of energy where people are starting the new year in control, in control of their own lives. Perhaps last year we've been feeling at the mercy of outside forces, but this year we are all sort of deciding to take control and make the decisions and call the shots in our own life. And I feel like Cancer's no different here. But to go back to the King of Swords, this is someone that is very intellectual. They are a great person to go to for advice. This can talk about someone in our life like a doctor, a lawyer, a therapist, a priest, even someone in authority that is able to look at our situation without emotion and just look at the facts and assist us to make any decisions or to guide us without being emotionally invested in anything. That's not to say this isn't a caring person, if this is someone in your life, but they're really good at giving you advice. Now, often when I talk about star signs and these people here, if they don't represent actual people in your life, this is the qualities that you will be taking on when they show up. So you could be the person that is giving advice to others or helping other people here as well. And it's interesting, the Six of Pentacles is right beneath it. And the Six of Pentacles is a card of charity. It's a card of generosity, of giving, of this can talk, it often does talk about someone giving money or perhaps even someone giving you money, but it can talk about giving of your time, your energy, your skills as well, not necessarily money. So you could be helping someone out here, but this is a card of reciprocity. So you're giving or other people are giving to you here as well. But that beautiful King of Cups, this is a card of deep emotion, someone loving, kind, caring, emotionally present, emotionally mature. And, as I said, this is you, Cancer. You often give so much support to those around you. You are just so lovable. And, I feel like for a lot of you, this is, as a King of Cups, as the card itself, I feel like there is a lot of joy and a lot of emotional happiness in your life. And, this is right beneath the this is right above, I should say, the Sun card, and the Sun card is the happiest card in the deck. And you know, the interesting thing here is the Sun card came out in the exact same position for Gemini, and you do have the King of Swords, which I would read as a Gemini. So some of you could potentially be on the cusp of Cancer and Gemini. So you may have some, you may want to check out the Gemini reading as well, to see if that relates to you. You might have some placements in Gemini there that are significant. But the King of Cups is someone that is really dependable and has your back. They've got your heart. And so this could be also someone in your life that is just brings you so much joy and so much happiness. But again, I feel like you are going to be responsible for bringing joy and happiness into your own life over the next 4 to 6 weeks. You're not going to rely on other people. You're going to be taking the reins here and allowing your heart space to open up here. You know, I'm just looking at the Three of Swords, and this is a card of heartbreak. So I feel like if you have had emotional pain or something that you've been hanging on to from the past, you will be releasing a lot of this as well. And this is a similar message that Gemini had. Now you've got the Justice card here. Now this is the card for Libra. So some of you may have a significant Libra in your life. But this card is all about balance being restored to your life as well. Now this can even talk about legal issues. So contracts, law cases, you could potentially be going through a case. Now you've got the Hangman card right beside it, so if some of you are going through some legal issues or signing some paperwork to purchase a new home or a new car, or there's a new job, a new contract being offered, there could be a bit of a standstill surrounding that in terms of timing, but I don't feel like that is going to prevent you from achieving your goals here. Anytime that we do have the Hangman here, it is asking you, and there is sort of a standstill or you don't feel like things are progressing, it is actually asking you to take that time to assess the situation, to look at it from all angles, and to really learn from what's going on and kind of almost meditate. Use that time to make plans about how you want to move forward. But now for some of you as well, this is a general reading here, so take what resonates. You've got the Ace of Cups, so this is wonderful. Now, if you are getting married or making something official, there could be a bit of a hold up in that area as well, but the Ace of Cups is right next to the Sun card, mind you, is pure emotional joy. There is happiness, there is love. This cup here that the figure is holding is filled with all of the things that bring you joy and happiness and love. It's a cup of abundance. It's a cup of emotional fulfillment. So there is absolutely a new beginning here emotionally. Now this can talk about a marriage, particularly because it's above the Justice card here, which, you know, certificate, marriage certificate here, legal kind of paperwork. But this is, sorry about the sirens, I live on a very busy road. But this is a new beginning in an existing relationship as well, particularly if there has been some heartbreak there in terms of a relationship. I feel like you are going to be able to overcome a lot of this. And I feel like if there has been pain in the past, you're looking at that from a different perspective as well, and really working out what is going on with your emotions in a sense, and overcoming any of the challenges that have really been holding you back and preventing you from preventing you from releasing, I guess, this pain. Or, this is a card of betrayal, of heartache, of sorrow, grief, rejection, abandonment. So you're looking at this, and there is this new lease of life emotionally here for you. I feel like there's a release here. And and look, for some of you as well, this can even talk about you going through a bit of a breakup with someone that has caused you the pain and grief here. Now, I mean, look, again, general reading here, but this doesn't necessarily have to talk about someone that you are emotionally connected with in a relationship. This can be like in a love relationship. This can be just a family member or a friend or someone that has created pain or hurt you in the past that you've been hanging on to. But I feel like, again, there's a release here. There's a new opening of emotional connections and communication here, so that's really nice as well. But we'll get some clarifying cards out now. I don't know if I mentioned this is the Tarot of Mystical Moments, and I'm using the Mystical Tarot here to get some clarifiers. Wow, yeah, there's so much joy here for you, Cancer. I think is there 2 cards here? No, only one. I mean, you've got the best card in the deck and the second best card in the deck. This is the Happily Ever After card. I really feel like you've achieved this level of emotional fulfillment that you've been perhaps working on for a while. And this is just family love, emotionally fulfilling environments that you've surrounded yourself in, just pure joy and enlightenment here as well. You're seeing things clearly, and I think that Hangman energy is really allowing you to, like I said, look at your life, your reality, your relationships from a different perspective and appreciate them for what they have brought you, and appreciate it. And this sounds a little bit weird as well, but all of the pain and the heartbreak that we go through in life happens for a reason, and sometimes it's so difficult to understand why we have to go through these things, but it makes us a richer, better person, richer in the sense of fuller, not necessarily financially rich, but a better person, a deeper, more emotional person as well, and it rounds us. It allows us to be empathetic and just have deeper understandings of ourselves, of the rest of humanity, And often when we go through these things, as I said, they happen for a reason, and they change our world and put us on different paths. And when you look back, you realize, in hindsight, you realize that any pain or hurt that you have gone through that has created a breakup or that has created you to go in a different direction has actually led you to this 10 of Cups, to this happily ever after, to this amazing, wonderful life that you are having, that you're living through. It's just awesome. So happy for you, Cancer. I really love this. Look at that beautiful joy there, that family sitting there with the beautiful castle in the background of that beautiful home, the kids happily playing. There's some weird pet there that they've got, a couple that's just so happy, And it's interesting, you've got the Page of Wands. Now, this I would read as a Sagittarian, but it can be any fire sign, so an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. But pages are messages or messengers. So you're going to be getting some wonderful news that is just going to make you so happy. This is a card of adventure. This is a card of seeking out excitement in your life and going and exploring and learning. Some of you might even decide to go on a new course of learning. You might be deciding to change your occupation and you want to learn some more skills and go in a different direction here, but it's going to be your happily ever after. It's going to bring you so much joy, so much contentment, so much happiness, a real emotional boost to your psyche almost. It's a really nice energy to get there. But as I said, messages or messengers, so you could be hearing some wonderful news coming from somebody that comes into your life, but it's great. Wow, the Seven of Cups. This has come out for Gemini as well. And this is a card of you being in a wonderful position. It's almost like you're spoiled for choice here, Cancer. You have so many options in front of you that you can choose from, and choose whatever brings you joy. And the thing with this as well, it can be a bit of a card very connected to that Hangman card, where you have so many opportunities in front of you that you can't choose. And I always use the analogy of that little kid that goes into the lolly shop and only has $1 but wants to buy everything, but they can't. They can only choose one thing, or my point is you can't have it all. You can't have all of these things. Just focus. And I feel like this Hangman energy is really allowing you that stillness, or it's certainly advising to be still. If you can't move forward, meditate, look at all your options and then choose. And this can certainly be for people that are wanting to study. You may have a million options that you want to do, and you need to decide only one. What am I going to do? And so this is a good time to really meditate and reflect on what it is that you want, and then make a decision from there. But a lot of opportunity here, a lot of opportunity. It's great. As I said, maybe check out that Gemini reading as well, because that could potentially have something there for you if you are right on the cusp of things. And look at that. Wow. The Hangman twice in 2 different decks. I mean, seriously, I always say there are 78 cards in each of these decks, and to get the same cards twice, it's like the message is, I kind of mean what I say here. It's interesting, but yeah, there's a sense of stillness here, and also a sense of acceptance when the Hangman comes out. And there's almost like a fresh perspective as well. You're looking at things, the same things perhaps that you've been dealing with for a while, but from a new angle. And even though it may feel like you're in a bit of a holding pattern and things aren't moving forward, this is a really good opportunity, like I said, to be able to assess your situation and look at it from all angles, and really, just decide carefully. Don't race into anything. There's no need to freak out or stress out because you can't make a decision. It's just a temporary pause while you're reflecting on where it is you want to go next. So don't panic too much. I feel like that definitely there's action that's going to be picking up very quickly once you've made this decision. And I mean, look, we're still in the kind of holiday season. I mean, certainly in the southern hemisphere, I don't know what it's like where you are, but a lot of people take holidays at this time and they really unwind. It's summer down here, so if you are in the southern hemisphere, it's a good time to have a break and relax and just meditate on your best course of action here. But wow, the King of Pentacles, 3 kings. Okay, you had the 2 kings, the King of Swords, the King of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. So really you are in control here. You know, when I always look at synchronicities like that, and when you get multiple kings are authority figures, and they can often represent your employer or a supervisor or a parent at home or someone that wields power in your life. And they are great at making decisions, they're great at delegating tasks, and you know, successfully administrating things as well, from pretty much, you know, all aspects of your life. So I feel like here I mean, this can represent a Taurus in your life, or any earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, any earth sign I should say, Taurus, Virgo or Capricorn. But as I said, when these court cards show up, we often take on the energy of these cards, and we are going to be behaving like kings. You know, you are the one that's going to be making the decisions and delegating, and yeah, and you know, Pentacles are all about the physical. So they do talk about your finances, your career. This is a great card of abundance, by the way. So I feel like, but they can talk about you physically as well, other than physical things like your home, like your car, all of that kind of stuff. I feel like you're being in control of your finances, of your life, of your body. You're making decisions to do with your mind, your communication, your thoughts. You're taking control of your emotions. You know, the kings that represent all of these areas, cups are emotions and the heart space, swords are the mind, the intellect, communication. So you're taking control of all of these elements in your life. And yeah, I'm just feeling like very much a power reading here for you, Cancer, where your life ahead is almost like I'm trying to formulate the words here. You are going to be responsible for bringing this wonderful joy and happiness into your life, where I feel like perhaps in the past you've been feeling at the mercy of others, or even at the mercy of your own emotions in a way, your own pain. But this is changing in 2025 here, Cancer, and there's a new emotional beginning here, like I said, and wonderful new energies coming into play. So we'll leave it there. I hope that resonated with you. Please leave me comments. I love to hear what you think, and hopefully you can tune in next month to see what February offers. So have a great new year, a great January, and see you next month. Bye.